Hello and welcome to Digital Goulash. My name is Chucky and today we're going to look at how to make a passport picture in Photoshop. Now I have Photoshop CS5 open right now. You can see down here I have the little icon. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a file first, and you can do this by going to the File, New menu. You can also use Command N or Control N to start your new image. Now whatever you want to name it, you can go ahead and name it. I'll just name mine passport. It needs to be a 2 by 2, and I would recommend 300 pixels per inch. Leave all the rest the same and have your background contents white. Select OK, and there is our template for right now. If you don't see the rulers at the top, you can hit Command or Control R and that will get you your rulers. Now I'm going to help you out by showing you how to create an action so that you can get the little lines in the template. Let's go ahead and take a look at the window, and if you don't see your actions palette, you can just go over here and click on the actions, and then the actions will come up right here. Now I'm going to create a new action. That is always the one with the little page with the dog ear on it. If you click it, you can create a new action. Now I'm just going to call this Passport Demo. When you click record, what's going to happen is it's going to start recording any action that you type on the keyboard or select from the Photoshop menu. So I'm going to select record now, and then we're going to add some grid lines here that's going to help us create our passport photo. So under the view menu, you're going to select new guide, and then we're going to add a vertical guide at 1 inch. Going to select and put a blue line through the center. Now we're going to add 4 horizontal guidelines by going to New Guide. I'm going to select Horizontal. Now the first one I'm going to add is 0.625, and I'll explain what all these do in just a minute. Then we're going to add one that is 0.875, and it needs to be horizontal. So check and make sure that that is horizontal, and that you're putting the point in front of the 875. We don't want that to be 875 inches. So 0.875 inches. The next one is going to be a horizontal guide at 1 inch. And then finally, if you go to View, New Guide, we're going to add it at 1.375 inches. And then select OK. So there we go. We have this particular action done. When we're done with that, we can hit the stop button, which is right here. And then if I close this out and don't save it, I can come over to one of my passport. I've already done this. I can come over to one of my passport actions. I can hit the play button, and then it's going to create that for me. So this is a template. Now I took a picture of one of the guys that's here with me, and that was taken against a light beige or a white background, and that's what the Department of State requires you to do. And then I'm going to open that up in another file. So let's go ahead, I'm going to grab that, I'm going to drag it down to Photoshop, and it's going to open it in Photoshop. Now right now you can't see these. I've got this and I've got this, but I need to see these in separate windows. A couple different ways you can do that. You can go up to Window, Arrange, and float all in windows, and you can also go and drag this off the dock, and it will put the two windows. Now one of the reasons why you have to see both of these windows is because you have to drag one on top of the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this, I'm going to drag it on top of this. Now the problem is I took this with a modern digital camera, and it is huge. So I'm going to have to resize this. So if you hit the Command T, you normally get some handles around here. But right now, if you notice, I can't see the handles. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take my view and make it smaller. So if you use the Command or Control and you hit the minus, you get the picture smaller. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, and now you can see that I can see my transforming handles right there. Now we need to make these a lot smaller, so let's go ahead and hold the Shift key down and grab one of the corners and make our picture smaller, and then move it into the frame. So there we go. We keep having to make this smaller, and then we're going to kind of put that in there. Now I'm going to hit the Command plus now, and that's going to make it a little bit bigger so that I can see this bigger now. It is still not the right size, so I'm going to hit the Command T. Now the idea of what we're trying to do is we're first going to take a measurement, and the measurement is on passport photos that the top of the head, right here, the top of the head to the bottom of the chin needs to fall within these bottom two blue lines. So right now his chin is within the bottom two lines. Now this is just a measurement. You can use the move tool, which is right here, or you can just drag it up and down. Now you can see the bottom of his chin to the top of his head falls within this range, so you're good. Now the Department of State also says that the eyes have to be in this zone right here. So I'm going to drag his picture down now that we've got it measured, and I'm going to put his eyes right in between these two lines, and then I'm going to hit enter. Okay, now that we're finished, you can take your passport photo, attach that to your passport application, either send it in or go ahead and take it to wherever you picked up your passport application, and we're done. This is Chucky from Digital Goulash. Cheers!